all capable of having a good mindset, but why settle for good? Good is average, and an average person's mindset can be easily persuaded. We don't want to just have a good mindset. Having a good mindset is not enough. You need to have an impenetrable mindset. So I have 5 ways that I'm personally creating this impenetrable mindset for myself, and I wanted to share that with you guys today because honestly, a lot of us have an ultimate goal, and the ultimate goal is to level up, right? We want to level up, transform, all of the things. So the remainder of 2024 and for certain in 2025, we need to prioritize creating an impenetrable mindset so that we build a confidence that is so extremely high that nothing or no one has the ability to shift our mindset. So if you are new here, my name is Tony, and I make a lot of content centered around becoming a better woman, self-growth, personal development, just really all of the girly things that help us to become better women. But I know that this particular topic is not just specific to becoming a better woman. This topic is universal, meaning everybody can benefit. So I'm not going to say, hey girl, hey, like I usually do. I will just say welcome and thanks for tuning in to today's video. So let's go ahead and get into what it means to be or to have, an impenetrable mindset. I kind of want to open up this discussion by starting here. Have you ever told yourself, or maybe you have listened to a dear friend or somebody in your close circle, have you ever heard somebody say the expression, good things don't happen for me? I've heard this so many times. I've heard this on TikTok. I've heard it on Instagram. I've heard my girlfriend say it. I've heard family members say it. I myself have used this very statement, good things just don't happen for me. And that is a lie. And we really need to stop believing that particular statement. The reason why we feel like this is because at some point we allowed our mindset to be penetrated. And at that point of penetration, it deposited all of these false ideas into your mindset. So let's just use a very easy example. I'm a style girl. I love style. I love fashion. So some of my algorithm, of course, feeds me fashion content. I'll look at a video, and I have done this at a point in time. I'll look at a video and I'll say, man, her outfit is so cute. I just wish I had more clothes because I can't style myself like that. I don't have the clothing to do it. Now, it doesn't seem like a horrible thing to think. I'm sure a lot of people think it. It's a pretty common idea to have. You'll look at something, you'll be like, oh, I don't have that. I wish I had that. But here's the thing that we have to realize about making statements like that to ourselves. You are depositing so much lack into your mindset. Every idea that you have after that is shaped off of the idea that you are lacking something. And we all know lack is what drives the idea, good things don't happen for me. An obscure belief system drives the idea, good things don't happen for me. Another one I wrote down, victim syndrome, low self-esteem, unhealed trauma, wavering confidence. These are all things that drive that statement, good things don't happen for me. I am not exaggerating when I say this, so please don't think I'm just being extra or anything like that, but your life depends on you having an unshakable and an unbreakable mindset. Becoming impenetrable is about cultivating a mindset where your ideas and your beliefs, and now I'm talking ideas and beliefs about where you currently are in your life, even when things seem like they're just not going the right way, things seem out of place, things just seem like the road is just full of darkness with no light. Ideas and beliefs about that, but also your ideas and your beliefs about what you could possibly acquire in the future. All of it. Any idea and belief that you have about yourself, it is about cultivating a mindset where you cannot be moved from what you think about yourself. You cannot be shifted. Keeping that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. What is one of the biggest reasons why we shift our beliefs right now? And not only do we shift our beliefs, we shift our goals, we shift our desires, we shift our whole entire plan of action, and it sometimes even makes us consume more. We start spending more money. We're going into debt. We're going into credit card debt. all of the things. I want you to just sit and think about this for a moment. Pause it if you need to. I'm looking for one word. One word is behind all of the things that I just said. Trends. Let's just talk about trends for a brief moment. I really am beginning to understand that trends will rip you away from your true beliefs, your true ideas. And if we leave this untreated, it can damage your whole entire belief system. If something is trending, then most likely it's already going viral. So think about the immediate idea that you begin to create in your head. If you're someone like me, you're a content creator, this probably does not apply to you, of course, if you don't make content. But if you make content and trends is a part of your strategy, or maybe it wasn't at first, but now it is because of the potential virality that it has behind it, you're already creating this idea in your head that I'm going to use this trend in hopes of becoming viral. Here's the thing though. Here's the thing. Placing the idea of virality over your true intentions is likely to absorb you. If this absorbs you, what's going to happen at that point? I wrote a couple things down. Your goals are going to start shifting. Your ideas will start shifting. You're not aware of your true intentions anymore. You're not even aware of what your own personal ideas are at that point. You have, again, exposed your mindset to be penetrated by ideas and beliefs that are not yours. So I told you guys that I had 5 things that I'm personally doing to create this impenetrable mindset, because for the remainder of 2024, I don't want to let another day go by in 2024, and I damn sure don't want to spend any of 2025 with my mindset being exposed. We all like to make our YouTube videos and our TikToks and our Instagram reels. We like to create all this content about leveling up, what to do about leveling up. I want to level up. I want to glow up. I want to transform. I want to reinvent myself. All of the things. None of it will happen unless you change your mindset. Now, here's the thing about it. Changing your mindset is so broad, right? That's open-ended. That can go a million different ways. So let's get specific. And by me saying I want an impenetrable mindset, that is very specific, because I know I have a lot of work to do to be able to block out every single idea, every single video, everything that might, or at some point that I might consume. I have to be able to block everything and have a mindset so strong that I am unwavering in my ideas and my beliefs. Number 1 on my list is to not allow myself to be triggered by others' actions. Anger nor irritation can exist in an impenetrable mindset, because you will always be led by emotions instead of being led by logic. This is your healing area. So if you need to do any kind of inner healing from past triggers, emotional traumas, this is why you need to do it, because it is said, and I've heard a lot of people say it, so I can't necessarily say that this specific person said it, or that I was about to say specific. This person over here specifically said it. I'm just going to say it is said that if someone is triggering you, so maybe the way they talk triggers you, the way they live their life, the choices they make, it just bothers you. It is eating you up inside. You have this irritation that you just cannot seem to understand why it's even present. It is said by a lot of people, it is said that this is your trauma manifesting through someone else, and it is right there in your face. You cannot ignore it. So this is why I said you can't let others trigger you. So it's not that it's the other person bothering you, it's you bothering you, because this, again, is your trauma manifesting, or your triggers, whatever you're triggered by, whatever it is that you did not heal from. Let's put it like that before I get tongue-tied again. This is manifesting through someone else. so that it is a mirror. You can see everything that you need to deal with. You can't run from this. You cannot hide from this. It will be a constant reminder that until you can heal from your own internal shit, I know I probably could find a different word, but it just is what it is. Until you heal from that, you will never move forward, and it will always be a roadblock right there in your face for you to face. It's these areas in particular that are stored away in your mind that you have not dealt with, that you need to heal from. These are the areas that are super impressionable. These are the areas that feel all of that jealousy, anger, envy, all of those sorts of emotions. Those are the areas locked away in your mind that are the most impressionable. You've got to heal these areas. Number 2 on my list is staying aligned to my interest only. I know everybody says, oh, you need to niche. I've even said it. I've been one of the ones to yell, you don't need to niche. You are the niche. And again, this only applies if you are someone who creates content. If you're a consumer of content, you don't care about niching. But for someone like myself who is a content creator, I have always thought about, okay, do I niche? Do I not niche? Here's the thing. I'm going back on my words, okay? My sole reason for being here on YouTube, my sole reason for being on TikTok, my sole interest as a consumer of content myself is all centered and focused around becoming a better woman. I have absolutely no interest outside of that. If it is not centered around that, it is not serving me purpose right now, and there is no need for me to consume it. But no, seriously, I mean that. I 100% mean that. Here recently, I started a new TikTok account. Now, this is something that I had gone back and forth with for a while, whether I should start a new one, whether I should keep going on my old page. And ultimately, I decided to start a new one. And the reason why was because I let go of the idea of trying to scale it to hundreds of thousands or millions of people. I did not go in there with this new account with that intention. My sole intention was to create an account specific to me becoming a better woman. All of the content that I post is centered around that theme. All of the videos that are shown to me, my algorithm is understanding what to show me now, which is all again centered around becoming a better woman. So whether that be the personal development department, whether that be self-growth, yeah, it includes makeup sometimes, not for the most part. Honestly, it's rarely makeup videos that pop across my feed, and if they do, the subject is not talking about makeup. It's just a woman doing her makeup and talking about something that pertains to becoming a better woman. It was important for me to separate myself from this world that I created online. As most of you know, and I've probably said it a million times, I started off doing makeup, hair, you know, all of that, like just the beauty industry essentially. And after a while, I just started figuring out this is not where my interest is anymore. Of course, I am a girl's girl, okay? Yeah, always will be. So I love to do my makeup. I love to do my hair. I love to, you know, look presentable in the ways that I like. So of course, I will do those things for myself, but watching that kind of content does not inspire me. That's not fueling me in the ways that I need to be fueled. So I had to separate myself from that world that I created and just start over. I didn't care about starting over. Like I said, I didn't go in with the intention of, well, I want to have 1 million followers on this new page because I couldn't get it on the other page. It's not about that. And when you truly start to align your interest, you will do things for different reasons. My reasoning for doing what I was doing on my old account was driven by analytics. It was driven by my follower count. It was driven by, I got to get more brand deals. When you do what you're supposed to be doing, everything will fall into place. And right now in my life, I feel like making this shift has definitely, let me just say, things are finally falling into place for you, girl, okay? Number 3 on my list is protecting the gateways at all cost. You are what you consume. You notice I didn't say you are what you eat. You are what you consume, because this definitely applies to every area of your life and not just when it comes to food. We have to be mindful of what our eyes are conceptualizing. So I'm not a scientist. I don't know if this is research backed or not, but the way that I think about it in my head is, if I'm watching something, my eyes are putting together a very specific image. And once that image is fully completed, it sends it to my mind, in my brain, and my brain at that point says, okay, this is the image that we believe. We're going to go ahead and register it in our Rolodex, or we're going to toss it aside because it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's the process, but think about it. I feel like that's what happens when we watch certain things. This is why it is important for you to watch what you are consuming. If we are looking at things and creating images in our head that don't align with our ideas, that don't align with our true beliefs, but we're watching it anyway, those images will slowly but surely begin to creep into your mind. And at that point, you won't have a choice whether you want to accept it or dismiss it. It will just bury itself in your mind. Same applies when it comes to what you are listening to. I said all the time, words have power, regardless of if you yourself are speaking the words or if you're listening to someone else speak words. Words are power, okay? So if you are not protecting your ears and protecting what you're listening to, of course, the same thing is going to happen that I just explained with the visual images. You might not create a visual image, but hearing things, you can still create a certain picture in your mind. Of course, as we know, there's a lot of music out there that has very, very suggestive language. Swap it out. There are a million YouTubes, probably a billion bajillion YouTube videos and podcasts that you could go listen to right now. Find something that aligns with your interest. Pop that on. Stop listening to garbage that is not fueling you and putting the wrong type of imagery in your mind. And of course, we have to protect the gateway of the mouth. You have to watch the food that you are consuming. There is just no way around it, especially, and I'm not going to go too deep into this, but especially some of the things that are allowed to be in our food. Okay. We have to watch what we eat. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I have struggled in this area because, yeah, food is good. I'm a food girl, okay? I love to try different cuisines. I love having a good night out with the girls, going to dinner, a night out with my men, going to dinner, all of that. I love food. I love trying different things. But what's more important? This one meal that I might try right now, or the longevity of my life, my health in my life? What's more important? There's only one answer here. Sorry. For my women who are dating, for my men who are dating, you better watch where you put in your body parts, or you better watch whose body parts is going in you. That's all I'm going to say, because we know we need to protect ourselves. And I'm not talking just from the perspective of potential diseases and stuff. Of course, you want to protect yourself from all of those things, but I'm talking about a protection of that person's energy being on you. And we just gonna leave that there. So number 4 on my list is to continue adding to the vision. I think it's important that we continue to think about the person that we want to become, and visual aids can definitely contribute to you actually becoming this person. And this is super easy. It does not have to be hard. You can do it with a Pinterest mood board. You maybe have created a vision board already. Just go in, switch out the things that need to be changed. But this is a great way for you to have clarity and continue to have clarity as you're walking down your path of transforming your life. For me, obviously, becoming a better woman, I can continue to use visual aids to help me continue to gain clarity or keep the clarity that I need to continue forward. And on top of that, this gives you a way to further break down whatever initial idea that you had. So again, if I want to become a better woman, yeah, it's broad. So if I'm using these visual aids, I can really break that down. I can think about how I want to present myself, how I want to look overall, how do I wear my hair, what do my habits look like, what am I doing on the day-to-day, am I hanging out with girlfriends or am I being productive? You have the ability to kind of tailor using visual aids exactly what you need to do in your process. I just hiccuped. I'm sorry. Excuse me. We're just using this again to break down our ideas that we have. And you don't have to spend a long time using your visual aids or updating your visual aids. You can just dedicate maybe 30 minutes a week, every single week if you can, maybe even 10 minutes. I don't care. Just get on Pinterest or just go to wherever you like to go. I'm sorry, I can't think of anything outside of Pinterest. Pinterest is my go-to, but get on Pinterest. Just scroll for a few moments. Maybe there was an idea that popped up in your head that you wanted to work on, something very specific. See if you can find a visual aid to help you with that new idea that maybe popped in your head that week. And here we are at number 5 on the list to really help you create an impenetrable mindset is to take everything with a grain of salt. There's an expression out there that says, real eyes, real lies, real lies. I highly suggest you get a pair of real eyes. Social media is the playground for deception, and it is up to you, okay? Only you to decipher what is real and what is a lie. You're scrolling, and you're wondering why your life doesn't look as lavish and luxurious as some of your favorite creators online. You are robbing yourself at the opportunity of happiness. Every single time you look at a video and you have these thoughts, oh, my life doesn't look like that, and I wish it looked better, I wish I had these things. Every single time you come across a video like that, you are chipping away at your own happiness. And happiness is something that really requires a lot of energy to be able to build it back. Here's my question though. Have you seen their bank account? Have you seen who they really are when the camera turns off? You know what? I've actually been seeing videos here recently of people. Now, I don't know if it's true or not. I can't say because I've never witnessed it, but I've even seen videos where content creators are talking about other content creators buying stuff, making the content, and then taking it back to get the refund. Now, like I said, I cannot confirm, but I also would not be surprised if that were true. When your desire is not on happiness, and instead your desire is on monetary gain, so maybe you can get yourself out of your current circumstances, or maybe you can buy more, or whatever you want to do, you are placing yourself in a never-ending cycle of comparison. And we already should know by this point in the video, a never-ending cycle of comparison is a breeding ground for all kind of penetration to happen all over your mindset. That sounds weird, I know, but it is what it is. Don't do it. 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 This is why it's so imperative to understand and know with clarity what you actually desire. Money is nice, okay? And especially in today's age, I get it. We all could use a little more money. But our happiness cannot be attached to money. I'm sure I probably sound like a broken record because I am sure that there are a lot of people in the world who say that very thing. Our happiness cannot be attached to money. Stop being a person that will easily believe what is placed in front of them, okay? You need to turn into a person that's like, I need the supporting documents and I need the fact check. Because once you fact check and once you get that supporting evidence, you're like, okay, you're making it seem like everything is glitter and gold, but really it's looking a little dull and gray over that way. At the end of the day, if you have an impenetrable mindset, you will never be swayed by the pretty things that are found on the internet. That is all I have for you guys on today. I really hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Comment down below, tell me your favorite part. Tell me if you are working on having an impenetrable mindset. But that is all I have. Until next time, my loves.